sports fans, welcome to another podcast from the Zebra Lounge with Beaumont St. Clair and Chips O'Toole here. I'm Johnny Chango, and we're still talking about them Bears because damn it, they're hot. Boys, Devin Hester out of this world. Nobody can, argue the fact that he's running away from people better than everyone else. Should that guy get a shot on the offensive side of the football from the Bears?
I don't know. I kind of think, let's just take him for what he is right now. He's a good kickoff returner. He's a great kickoff returner.
Sure.
I mean, he set the NFL record, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see him making a big impact on offense. You got your speed guys. You got Bradley. You got Berrien. The worst thing that I see happening is this guy, little Devin Hester, running a little slant and getting decked by a linebacker or safety.
That's a good point.
I don't think that's how they'd use him. I think it's worth it as long as you know that there's depth in the secondary, which right now there isn't. So I think for now he has to be in the secondary until Basher, is healthy, Wesley. I think that they can't take that risk. But if they know that there's depth there for the playoffs, even as a decoy on 2 or 3 different plays, that could be big. I heard Bernard Berrien on the radio today. He's like, I'm all for it. I mean, if he's drawing people over to him, they'll be like, what's he going to do? That opens things up for me. I think it's an exciting possibility.
And continuity isn't exactly the magic word around Hallis Hall on offense right now. I think to introduce something new in Week 15 isn't going to help this group out. It's not going to make Rex feel any better about things either. Since Pee Wee football, the most important thing about football is running away from the other guys. So you can understand why Hester is an attractive option on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But right now, the timing's not right. In the future, it might be a good idea, but right now, don't screw that. I'd like to see them try to establish Mark Bradley more. He's big, he's fast, that's the guy. If you want to do something in the passing game, let's get him going, not Devin Hester.
I think people try to make situations a little too complicated. I don't think that him going out on a few routes is that complicated. I think he could do it. And I'm not talking about him being our third wide receiver all of a sudden. I mean,
I'm fine with it happening in practice. Let's see it. Football's fun. Give it a shot.
And they did it with Tommy Harris. Remember, you talk about a decoy. They had that when the cameras rolling. They had Tommy Harris in the backfield, like a Fridge Perry type of thing. So I mean, they've discussed decoys earlier this season. I just don't see him being that useful there.
It's the flavor of the month thing to say right now, but I agree with you. The smart money says don't mess with the good thing.
Yeah.
The Bears.
But what's the good thing? I mean, the Bears' offense. I don't think it is right now.
But that's still a fragile balance. Excuse me. I don't think bringing in a new aspect is going to help things out.
I think it could. I'm not saying like done. Bears Super Bowl. They put on offense. I think it's something worth trying. Again, is with the caveat that you have to have some depth in the backfield.
Well, we got to wait for Basher to come back.
Right, absolutely. We can't risk an injury.
By that point, is it even worth trying something new in the offense?
I think you freak out. We looked like idiots in the postseason last year. Maybe we put a little fear into someone. I mean, we saw Steve Smith, and he killed us. We had no tricks up our sleeve.
Again, the strength of running away from your opponent. Steve Smith demonstrated it's better than anyone else.
I just don't want to see his postseason end before I get comfortable on the couch. And that's what happened last year. That's happened against the Eagles. And I just think that
that's great, but putting Hester in in a slot or something is not going to let you sit down on the couch.
I'm not talking about seeing in the slot in some a very traditional route. Right? I think a couple end arounds or even a fake. I think these things help. A couple big plays in a football game, that's huge.
Yeah, but if you put them out there and all you're using them for is the wide receiver screen or the end around, people are going to know that shit's coming.
But that's what a decoy is. That's exactly. Bernard Berrien, that frees him up for single coverage. I'm happy about that. No one knows what he is my point. I don't think anyone knows what he would provide, and so I think that's scary. He might suck, but we're not going to tell them that. So that's my feeling. I wouldn't overdo it or anything. It doesn't seem necessary like the brightest guy in the world, so let's not overload it. So
you think you should ease him in at practice and see what he's got?
Exactly. Why not?
And Mr. DePilla and I are saying maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
It works for me for now. Kind of like the sound of it. For Mike and Andrew, I'm Mike saying, Devin, you can keep returning all the kicks you want, but we'll see you on offense next season.
And don't take any more advice from Deion Sanders on taunting, okay? He's the last guy we got to listen to.
Now there's good advice.
Let's keep talking.